Oh, hi Yuri. Of course, I know there's no one here because I'm doing my usual classic thing of the weekends, not telling anyone when the streams are going to start, usually because I don't know the exact time they're going to start. Okay. Let me start putting things out. Just bear with me for a second. I need to get the stream link. I did not get the stream link because I just made the room. Okay, just a second. I've got a microphone in my face. Okay. I can watch that stream later. Do not need that open right now, as interesting as that is. That's going to be way too distracting for what we're doing. Okay. Stream link, please open. Thanks. Okay. That's one I still haven't made a roll to ping people with, but whatever. That's fine. That's for me to worry about another day. Hello Red Hood, how are you doing tonight? How is everyone doing tonight? It is late. It is peak EP hours. Alive, looking up the spring, spring 2024 anime season shows. Hashtag Vtuber link. Okay, and now I need the thumbnail. There we go. Done. Good job, me. I'll give myself a pat on the back for that. Let me just get the chat popped out. Please work. Pop out chat. There we go. Leave up my Sword Soul 10E deck reference for another time. Gotta finish doing that in Master Duel. It's morning for me. I'm from Asia, so yeah. Oh, I see. Good morning then. Good morning. It is late for me. It is 8:40 p.m. All right. So time for the daily chat. So it started out rainy today, which sucked. But we went for a walk anyways because it wasn't that bad. We got some McDonald's for breakfast because it's not good for you. But it reminds me of home. So I like having McDonald's for breakfast. I don't actually eat breakfast, so I only do it on very rare occasions. So at most I'll eat breakfast once a week. So that was my special treat for the day, kind of. So we did that. But then later in the afternoon, it got so sunny and warm and beautiful and amazing that we just had to go for a second walk. And it was so beautiful. I have to say, so beautiful. The plants have, the trees have just started, changing colors. So there's just, bright pinks and bright reds and stuff. And it was so beautiful with the sun. It was so nice. There were lots of cute dogs out at the park, too. Okay, and then for dinner, we went to a sushi restaurant, but they also had dumplings. I wasn't super in a sushi mood. I do like sushi, but just today I was kind of maybe just a little sushi. So I got a spicy salmon roll, but then I also got gyoza and giant shumai, shrimp shumai, and it was so good. And those shumai are living rent-free in my head right now. I can't stop thinking about them. I wish I just ordered 20 shumai. I could have just kept eating them forever. And on the way to the sushi restaurant, we could just smell the barbecue. And because it was such a beautiful day and we could smell the barbecue, we agreed that we have to go get barbecue tomorrow for lunch. Hello Grimrose, how are you doing today? It is very much getting up in that early peak barbecue season. I need barbecue. I think what I smelled was barbecue pork. It was so tasty smelling. How is everyone doing tonight / this morning if you happen to live in Asia? So yeah, we are having a late night zatsu, and that is because my husband is busy with some late night race thingy in his racing sim. So yeah, this isn't my usual stream time, and I'm unironically very EP right now. So bear with me. This is not my most high effort zatsu stream idea, but it's been sitting on my list for like the past 2 weeks, so we will simply do it today to knock it off and give me something that's not super impossible with my tired 1/4 of a brain cell. How are you? I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Hello there, how are you doing tonight? Or this morning, depending on where you live. So, before we jump into looking at what's going to be airing this season, or what has already started airing this season, I do want to cover 2 other things that I keep forgetting to mention in my other streams. First one, coming up on May 3rd will be my birthday. So we will be having a early morning birthday stream. I don't know how long that will last because we might have some birthday plans IRL. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to pan out yet. But at the very least, I want to stream for like at least an hour. So we'll see. We'll see how things pan out. Hopefully longer than that. I'll do my best, okay? So, even if you can't show up to the stream, remember you can always leave a comment. I think even before the stream actually airs, you can still leave a regular comment. The only thing about if you're leaving comments in the chat is they disappear real quick, so I might not see them. So comment, those are the best way. That would mean a lot to me. You know. Wish Big Sis a happy birthday, make her day. That's all I'm saying. Doing fine, and it is night here. Yeah. And the other stream I want to mention, other than the upcoming Dono-thon, I mean that one, I keep talking about that one. Yeah. So I just want to say that my 1-year streamiversary, this one's still a decent ways away, but I wanted to get the waiting room up in advance. That is going to be on July 4th. That will be the 1-year anniversary as Yuri Fanart. Very exciting. Okay. That covers everything, I guess. Which means we can now simply jump into the anime bullshit. Okay. So I have my anime list up here. And shit, I lost the main page. Spring 2024. Okay, here we go. Now we are back. Hello Ritza, how are you doing today? Okay, we're just going to go down. If it's like a continuation, like a new season of an anime I already know about, I'm not gonna bother really reading the description, but if it's something I've never heard about, I will. So, Konosuba is finally getting a 3rd season. Holy shit, that. It's been so long. I actually didn't realize that was airing this season. You know, it's kind of cute. I used to do anime group watches in my personal Discord, and we watched all of Konosuba like 2 years ago. So that was before I was even with my husband, but he was also there. So we actually did watch all of Konosuba season 1 and 2, and also the movie together at that time. So we could totally be watching season 3 right now. Ohayo, o genki desu ka? How are you doing today, Super Roll Hamster? How are you doing today, Ty? How is everyone doing tonight / this morning if you live on the other side of the globe? I'm great, and yourself? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. I'm just a little bit eepy, so please bear with me if I don't have like the same level of energy as I would in the earlier streams. It is almost 9 p.m. We are on the struggle bus, but I am going to keep my streaming streak no matter what. Doing well, reading some joke books. So that's where you get your jokes from. You harvest them like a scholar. I keep forgetting they're releasing season 3. It's not even that they're releasing it. it's already started airing. Is that okay, so it's on Crunchyroll. What's the other thing? I don't know what the other symbol means. I'm going to assume that means TV, like TV anime or something. So I guess it's just on Crunchyroll. I have that, so I guess I need to tell my husband so we can start watching it. Yes, here's one. I saw this mallard eating a burger. It was a McDonald duck. Oh my god. Okay, that one took me a second, but that's good. That's good. Doing good. Going to be making a birthday cake tomorrow for someone. Ooh, what kind of birthday cake? Are you like the person in your friend group / family who does the fancy birthday cakes? For legal reasons, I will only be talking about the legal distributors of the animes because I do not want to get my channel struck in. Okay. Ooh, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Season 3 started. Wait, it did? I didn't know that was getting a new season. Okay. Well, I was actually up to date on that, I think. So I guess I'm not anymore. Okay. Good to know. Metsu no Yaiba. Demon Slayer. So, I actually like Demon Slayer, but I read the manga while it was publishing, so I just don't really see much reason to watch the anime. Because I mean, unless they go and start changing things near the end, I don't see much point there. Or maybe it could, I don't know, maybe my husband would like that. I guess that's a good enough reason. You know that Mark Twain had a secret son that nobody... Ty, you told me that exact joke like 2 streams ago. I'm trying to make it look like a chessboard. Oh, that sounds really cool. Is that just like a hobby or is that like a job type of thing? That sounds suspiciously like a dad joke. It does. There's this weird... Okay. Mushoku Tensei. I haven't watched that one. I know a lot of people like Jobless Reincarnation, but I will be honest and say that the premise of the show kind of turned me away, and a bunch of things I heard about the show just turned me away. I just don't think that's my kind of show. Did I have so bad? Yeah, you did. Boku no Hero, My Hero Academia. I used to watch that, and I also used to read the manga. But once it got to like the school concert arc, festival arc thingy, I just completely lost interest and I haven't watched it since. That was just, it was going so well. The pace was so good, and then it just kind of rolled to a stop, and I was just like, I have other things to read. Okay, this one does not look like a new season. Kaiju number 8. Let's see. Grotesque, Godzilla-like monsters called kaiju have been appearing around Japan for many years. To combat these beasts, an elite military unit known as the Defense Corps risks their lives daily to protect civilians. Once the creature is killed, sweepers, working under the Professional Kaiju Cleaner Corporation, are left to dispose of its remains. Kafka Hibino, a 32-year-old man, is unsatisfied with his job as a sweeper. From a young age, he has aspired to join the Defense Corps and kill kaijus for a living. After a few failed attempts, however, he gave up on his dreams and resigned himself to the mediocrity that provided a decent paycheck. Mood, brother, mood. Nevertheless, when an ambitious 18-year-old recruit named Leno Ichikawa joins his cleaning team, Kafka is once again reminded of his desire to join the military. That's kind of weird, but okay. Following a chain of unfortunate events, that's a book series, a series of unfortunate events, and an interaction with the junior sweeper, Kafka encounters a parasite-type kaiju that forces its way in through his is this a hentai? Turning him into a humanoid monster. With his newfound powers, Kafka aims to give his lifelong dream a final try. Is this a hentai? PG-13. Okay, this isn't a hentai, it's just weird as shit. I saw a leech buying a Valentine's card. He was a sucker for romance. That is so valid. Little hobby, don't do it much, only when people ask for me to make one. That is so valid, so valid. That is so nice of you to do that. That is so nice of you, Pearl Hamster. You sound like a real sweetheart. Have you looked into Re Monster? It looks promising. If it's on the list, I will get to it eventually. I genuinely do not know what is airing this season. I'm just learning as I read this. Normally I would check in advance because I have a subscription to Crunchyroll. I would just check what they're going to be airing in the next season. But I've just been so busy that I never did that. And I normally check that the same day they post it. So I'm incredibly behind. I've seen that anime. It's so funny. Okay, so it's funny. Is it supposed to be funny? What's the genre? Genre action and sci-fi. Well, I guess that works. Hello, Tayshots. How are you doing today? Okay. Next. Oh, it's the remake of Spice and Wolf, I think. I believe. I haven't seen the original Spice and Wolf, the anime, and I haven't read the novel. My husband really likes Spice and Wolf, though. So maybe this would be worth watching. I should ask him. So I know it's kind of about economics, and it's also a slow burn romance. And I think that's interesting. I have to say, the closer I get to turning 69 for the 69th time, I'm just that does sound kind of cool. That does sound kind of cool. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Make sure to like the stream and leave a comment. That actually helps a lot in the algorithm. It's technically an isekai. Do you mean Remonster? Okay. Let me read the description for Spice and Wolf remake. Hollow is a powerful wolf deity who is revered in the small town of Paslo for blessing the annual harvest. Yet as years go by and the villagers become more self-sufficient, Hollow has been reduced to a mere folktale. Okay, I see where this is going. When a traveling merchant named Kraft Lawrence stops at the settlement, Hollow offers to become his business partner if he takes her to her northern home of Yoitsu. Savvy trader recognizes Hollow's unusual ability to evaluate a person's character and accepts her proposition. Okay, so she's the older mommy type of character, even though she doesn't really look like it. And Kraft Dinner is going to be her boyfriend. Okay. I have to say, Kraft is kind of, I can't. If you're Canadian, all you can think of when you see Kraft spelt that way is Kraft Dinner. Maybe I would have to watch the dub for this to take it seriously. I don't know. But if I see Kraft again, I'm just thinking of Kraft Dinner, which is Kraft macaroni and cheese for the Americans and probably most of the world. Rise of the Shield Hero is good. Season 2 is meh, though. Is that airing this season? Now in the possession of both sharp bargaining skills and a charismatic negotiator, Lawrence inches closer to his goal of opening his own shop. However, as Lawrence travels the countryside with Hollow in search of economic opportunities, he begins to realize that his aspirations are slowly morphing into something unexpected. So he wants to dominate the world. He goes from just wanting to open a shop to being king of the world. That's what I'm getting. And he wants his mommy wolf lady to help him. Understood. Hello, Ams. How are you doing today? Are you talking about Kraft mac and cheese right now? It's called Kraft Dinner. It's called Kraft Dinner in Canada. But yes. Season 2 of Shield Hero was terrible. Did it swap studios or something between seasons? That tends to fuck things up. Wait. Oh! Second half of the Misfit of Demon King Academy 2, Part 2. They finally finished that. Okay. I need to watch that. You guys might be disappointed in me, but the Misfit of Demon King Academy is my guilty pleasure anime. It's kind of bad, but I like it. And I just want you to know, in the first half of season 2, so season 2, part 1, it made me cry. I teared up, and I was so embarrassed. There was no one else in the room, but I was so embarrassed that the Misfit of Demon King Academy made me cry. haven't seen season 3. I'm scared that it's worse. That's pretty rough, but you know, at least there's always the source material to go back to, and it's not like an anime only, right? Okay, this one's new. This isn't sports, is it? I don't watch sports anime. Windbreaker. Haruka Sakura wants nothing to do with weaklings. He's only interested in the strongest of the strong. He's just started at Furin High School, a school of degenerates known only for their brawling strength they use to protect their town from anyone who wishes it ill. But Haruka is not interested in being a hero or being part of any sort of team. He just wants to fight his way to the top. You know, the art for this looks a lot like, what's it called? You know, the one that was about, like, the middle school delinquents that were fighting each other and the guy goes back in time because some girl he used to date died on TV or something. Shoot, I can't remember the name. I watched all of the anime and I actually did like it. Tokyo Revengers. The art style reminds me of Tokyo Revengers. But I have to say the plot description is so much worse than Tokyo Revengers. I don't think I would give that a try. So yeah, I know what you're talking about, Retsa, and I think it was that he was married to someone, I don't remember who, and then he was having an affair with someone he was like, I think it was like his assistant. He was having an affair with his assistant or something like that. Have you seen Fire Force? I haven't seen all of Fire Force, but I did start it at one point, and then I kind of lost interest in the anime, unfortunately. The Regular Magic High School Season 3. You know, I really did like the first season, but I don't think I liked the second, from what I remember, so I don't know that I would bother with the third. Stayed Alive. That series has been going for 5 seasons? I did not know that. Has anyone seen that? Oh, it says themes harem in school. Okay, I don't think I would enjoy that. I am not a big fan of harem. An Archdemon's Dilemma. How to love your elf friend. Okay, that sounds cool. That sounds cute. When the sorcerer Zagan decides to participate in an auction selling the goods of the now dead archdemon, how do you even say that? Marchosius. He expects to find items of untold power. What he finds instead is a rare white-haired slave elf named Nephilia, and he immediately spends all his money to purchase her, much to the bewilderment of those around him. However, the secret reason behind Zagan's investment was that he had actually fallen in love with her at first sight. Unfortunately, Zagan has a problem. He's socially inept and has no idea how to express his true feelings, leading to many misunderstandings between him and his new companion. But slowly, the two begin to understand each other, and love begins to bloom. Okay, I see a lot of tropes there, just in the beginning. But who knows, maybe it's actually cute. Let's see, 12 episodes, so it's not super long. But it is based on a light novel, which means it's probably not going to be a full adaptation. Sentai Daishikaku. Go Loser Ranger. Is this a mini series? Nope, it's a full episodes. 13 years ago, the nefarious monster army invaded Earth, but humanity's great protectors, the Dragon Keepers, defeated them in a single year. Every Sunday since, the monsters have been forced to act out humiliating defeat after defeat in front of the unsuspecting public. Determined to change this, a single monster, D, what a good name, infiltrated the Ranger Force. With the help of the mysterious Ranger Yumiko Suzukiri, D managed to seize one of the Divine artifacts, the only weapons capable of permanently killing the monster's immortal bodies. However, D's subsequent encounters with the Dragon Keepers led to his unfortunate end. So who will stop them now? Is this comedy? Genre. Action sci-fi. This is not comedy, okay? Apparently that's serious. I heard about that manga. I was considering checking it out. It sounds kind of interesting. I don't really know what to think about this yet, especially looking at like the key art. It feels like it's kind of like balancing between edgy and comedy in the key visuals. So I don't know. Maybe they just don't usually put comedy as a genre anymore. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince, so I'll protect my magic as I please. Prince Lloyd wasn't always a prince. In fact, his previous life is one he remembers perfectly. He was a sorcerer of sorts. So when he was forced to reincarnate, he decided to continue his studies, prince of the realm or no. But his new life has its own sets of challenges, including being a 10-year-old. What's the 7th prince sorcerer to do? That is a shitty synopsis. That is a shitty synopsis. Nobody's gonna watch that based on that. Danny Phantom got a new book recently, not sure if you'd be interested. Unfortunately, I do not read much. I genuinely just do not have much spare time to myself nowadays. I do a lot of housework, and then I stream for every day for a few hours usually. And then I need time to take care of myself, and then I have maybe 2 or 3 hours max a day. So I'm gonna be honest, reading is kind of like at the bottom of my things to do in my spare time, unfortunately. That includes like webtoons and manga and stuff. I haven't read them in months. I've just been so busy. At least anime is like something I can fit in more easily, because it can just be bonding time with my husband. Or if I wanted to watch something that I didn't think he was interested, I could watch it on my Discord as a group watch, you know? It's just easier. It's just easier to fit in. So I guess I've turned into more of like an anime slash TV slash Netflix type of person. Like we binged to the 3 Body Problem a few weeks ago. That was good. That was so good. Jisan Basan Wakaga Eru. Grandpa and Grandma turned young again. Oh, okay. I saw the advertisements for this, and I think that is so cute. Choso and Ina Saito have been happily married for as long as they can remember. Even in their old age, with wrinkles and cracking limbs, the strength of this love is evident by their precious bond. And then randomly one day, they wake up to find that they are young again. Despite their newfound youthful and attractive bodies, Shozo and Ine remain the same as ever. Jisan Basan Wakaga Eru follows the young old couple as they go about their daily lives, spend time with family, and defy the expectations of youngsters. You know what? I hope the first thing they did when they realized they were young again was they fucked. I hope that's what they did. I want to watch this one. Dropped you a sub. I might stop by again. Very lovely atmosphere. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for stopping by. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your day. Because you know, if it was like me and my husband and that's what I would do. Not creaky anymore. Next one. A condition called love. Hotaru Hinase is a first-year high school student who treasures her family and friends above all else. Unable to understand romance, she decides she will be content living without the experience of falling in love. That sounds sad. Kid, you're only in high school. You have so much life ahead of you. While Hotaru is spending time at a cafe with her close friend, she witnesses the relentless breakup of a handsome honor student, Hananoi. Encountering him sitting alone in the snow on her way home, she extends her umbrella to him in a gesture of kindness. Bony, yeah, but the bench is so true. The very next day, Hananoi appears in Hotaru's classroom, asking her to be his girlfriend. That's kind of weird. Despite being rejected, Hananoi sticks closely by Hotaru's side, performing selfless acts in hopes of pleasing. Okay, that's kind of extra. Hotaru begins to feel emotions she had never felt before, believing that these emotions could blossom into love. Hotaru agrees to date Hanano. Okay, that's sus as fuck. That's sus as fuck. That is extremely suspicious. Maybe don't trust that guy. Hi Slingo, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. That is so sus. Unnamed memory. My wish as champion is for you to descend the tower and be my wife. Climbing a deadly tower, Oscar seeks the power of its master, the Witch of the Azure Moon. He hopes her incredible magic can break a curse that will kill any woman he takes for a wife. When the prince sees how beautiful Tanasha is, though, he has a better idea. Since she's surely strong enough to survive his curse, she should just marry him instead. Tanasha isn't keen on the idea, but agrees to live with Oscar in the royal castle for a year while researching the spell placed on the prince. The witch's pretty face hides several lifetimes of dark secrets, however, secrets that begin resurfacing. Ooh, she's a mommy character? Wait, let me see. She does not look like a mommy. She looks pretty young. Good night, good night. Thank you for stopping by. I will, thank you. Okay, never mind. This picture looks a little bit better. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. I guess she could be in like her 30s or something, but I guess if she's a witch with several decades of experience, she's probably in like her, I don't know, hundreds, early 600s. I forget the name of it, but they play a headset game and she's scared of getting hurt. Yeah, that's definitely Bofity. I haven't seen that one, but I have heard of it. I think I intended to watch it at one point and it just kind of kept getting stuck in my to-watch list. I don't know how to feel about Unnamed Memory, but I think I would give it a try. Bartender. Glass of God. Now that's an interesting key visual, but I hope it's not as boring as it sounds from the name. Hidden in the back streets of the Ginza district is Eden Hall, a lone bar operated by Yu Sasakura, the prodigy bartender who is said to mix the most incredible cocktails anyone has ever tasted. Bullshit. Every restaurant tells you that they are the best. Never trust it. Never trust it. Like this one local restaurant that's just like the best pizza. Sure, buddy. Sure. However, not just anyone can find Eden Hall. Rather, it is Eden Hall that must find you. That sounds like another anime I watched. It was one of those isekai restaurant ones. It might have even just been called fucking isekai restaurant or something. I don't remember. Customers of varying backgrounds, each plagued by their own troubles, wander into the bar. Nevertheless, Ryu always knows the ideal cocktail to console guide each distraught soul. This sounds like it was inspired by Valhalla. Is this an anime? Or sorry, okay, sorry, I meant to say, is this an anime original? Source manga. Okay, so it's not. Hello Darkzilla, how are you doing today? Hello Freddy, how are you doing today? What spring anime are we doing today? We are going through the list of spring anime, and we are seeing what is airing, and we are vaguely discussing them just a little bit. Okay, Remonster. Someone mentioned this earlier, and we finally made it down. That key visual is kind of interesting. Okay. Tomokui Kanata has been reincarnated in the weakest goblin named Gobiro after having undergone an unfortunate death. However, Gobiro has retained his previous life's memories, an unusual evolution, as well as becoming strong enough to gain status boosts from eating. Holy shit, I wish that was me. I wish eating made me stronger. I would never have an excuse not to just eat tasty things, like order 25 shumai. Go to all-you-can-eat restaurants and just eat whatever the fuck I want as much as I want. Hello, Wither Jake. How are you doing tonight? I heard that one before. It sounds good. Yeah. And this alternate world of survival of the fittest, Events unfold with competent subordinates and comrades. Delightful case of the tail-wagging dog. I don't know what that last part means, but that sounds dope. Let's see. Source: light novel. Rating R17+. Okay, that sounds like a more mature one. I'm down with that. I might pick that one up with my husband. Yudu Camp season 3. There was a season 2. I knew there was a spin-off, but I definitely haven't seen season 2, I don't think. You know what? I don't know if my husband has seen that one, but I think he would enjoy watching that together, so maybe we could restart from season 1. Okay, this is a funky-ass title, but I see a cute-looking fox girl. Is she a fox girl? Wolf or fox girl, either way, she's... Holy shit, that's like a top-tier waifu design. Alright, this one is, chillin' in another world with level 2 super cheat powers. The magical kingdom of Clyroad summons hundreds of heroes from other worlds every year to fight in their war against the Dark One and his army of powerful demons. Bonaza is one of those heroes summoned from the royal capital, Paluma, but something's not right. Bonaza is only an average merchant. He has no magic, no fighting ability, and his stats are abysmal. Me IRL. Worse, a mishap leaves him unable to return home. Oh no, that's a cliche. Rejected as a hero and stranded in another world, abandoned to the far reaches of the kingdom by a cruel king who just wants him gone. Bonaza's fate looks pretty bleak. Mood. But what will happen once the failed hero candidate finds himself with super cheat powers once he hits level 2? Does the waifu come with level 2? Because she's pretty hot. What's her name? Fenris. So she's probably a wolf. That sounds like a wolf named Fenris. Damn, she hot. She waifu. She waifu. I know this anime already got fall anime of 2023, but Bocchi the Rock is seriously good. It deserves a lot more than it has got. That one is also kind of sitting on my list. I see people talk about Bocchi all the time, so it must be good. Hello, Lest. How are you doing tonight? I'm seeing Dragon Ball 7 again. Is that on the list? Whisper Me a Love Song. Is this a Yuri anime? It looks like Yuri. Wait. I can't. Okay, I think it's 2 girls, maybe. Yori Asanagi is a mature girl in many ways, but is still pure when it comes to romance. The sentiment is proven when an underclassman, Himari Kino, suddenly confesses love to her after her band performance in the freshman opening. This is Yuri! Confused and surprised, Yori asks her friend for consultation. They tease her by saying that she is experiencing love. Yori soon makes up her mind and tries to return Himari's feelings, but in a twist of events, she realizes that what Himari loved was not her, but her No! No! As Yori continues to pursue her love for Himari, she promises to make Himari fall for her. However, will this passionate love bloom or remain unrequited? Oh no! That's awkward. That's awkward. Oh, not 7. Okay. Yeah, the little heart reaction thingy in the corner of my OBS blocks. So if a chat message is at the very bottom of my little view bar, like the very last few letters get cut off, so it looked like a 7. Welcome back, Rimrose. Okay, yeah. Genre, girls love. Good. It's been a while since I've seen a new girls love anime. No, I'm not big on school settings, so I probably won't watch it, but if I was in the mood for Yuri, I would be pretty happy. Mission Yozakura family. What are this? High school student Tayo Asano has been socially inept ever since his family died in a car crash. Okay, that's a trope. The only person he can properly interact with is his childhood friend, Mutsumi Yozakura, the head of the world's strongest family of spies. Okay. Mutsumi's eldest brother, Yoichiro Yozakura, has been overprotective of her ever since he once rendered her severely injured. That sounds a little backwards, but okay. His love for Mutsumi is lethal, and Tayo is his next target. To survive, Tayo must marry Mutsumi and become a member of the Yozakura family. I'm not sure I'm following the logic there. Thrown headfirst into chaos, Taiyo begins his journey to become a powerful spy in order to protect his wife. They got married? Where did they get married? And uncover the dark secrets of his past and the Yozakura family. Are they just episode in the first... I mean, are they just married in the first episode? Nutty? I'm gonna go. It's almost 2:30 a.m. I'm gonna sleep. Good night, Pearl Hamster. Thank you for stopping by. I hope your Sunday is wonderful tomorrow. God's game we play. The supreme god who had too much free time created the ultimate brain games, Play of the Gods. Former goddess Lesh awoke from a long slumber and declared to the world, bring forth the person who is the best in games in this era. Doesn't that kind of sound like No Game No Life or whatever it's called? And doesn't that have a similar description? Faye is nominated to represent humanity as the best rookie in recent years. Oh, that's awkward. The game of gods that is about to begin between the two may be a little too difficult, as there is yet to be a victor throughout human history, because gods are capricious, very unreasonable, and sometimes completely incomprehensible. However, given the nature of the games, it would be a waste not to have a good time and play with all of one's heart. The ultimate brain battles of a genius gamer boy, a former goddess, and friends begin. That's... The description doesn't exactly get me, but I'm looking at the cast list, and there's just like this character. Its name is just Mipu, and the design is wacky. I don't know. It looks like an angel mixed with like coral from the sea. I don't know. It's weird. Funky little guy. That's interesting. That's more interesting than the synopsis. All right. As the reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Oh boy, isekai. An ordinary salesman dies one day and is reborn as Ars Luvent, the son of a noble. Although he isn't talented in magic or swordplay, he does have one skill that no one else possesses: appraisal. Oh my god, he can look at things and guess how valuable they are. Very good. Very rare skill. Using this ability, Ars can determine a person's current strength, how much potential they hold, and where their talent is. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Although I feel like you could determine some of those by being observant in general. This skill is especially useful in the present situation of the country. The government is corrupt. Me IRL. Revolts occur more often than not, and nobles far and wide are strengthening their fortifications in preparations for an all-out war. With this in mind, Ars realizes he too must prepare by gathering talented people. Why is he going to war? A persecuted foreigner, unparalleled with a sword, a slave with an unknown talent for magic, and a timid boy with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Such talents lend Ars their support as he aims to create the most powerful territory. Okay, so he just kind of wants to conquer the world amidst the chaos. Understandable, bestie. Black Butler Public School Arc. I kind of heard that the anime wasn't very good compared to the manga. So I will say I've heard that like the story of the manga is actually pretty good. So I won't lie that I do feel the temptation to like read that at some point. But I think I would skip the anime and just read the manga for my own sanity. I don't think they ever made like the first season, so. Sound Euphonium 3. I didn't watch the first two and I'm not very good with music anime. Holy shit, this is a long ass list. Goddamn. Okay, where was I? Already. Okay, no. Next section. Jellyfish can't swim in the night. 4 young women, an artist who quit drawing, a retired idol wishing to prove her worth, a hot-headed Vtuber, and a mysterious composer band together on the late-night streets of Shibuya to form an anonymous artist group called Jelly. Oh no, it's a high dive anime. Oh no. I'm not a high dive fan. As cute as the description is. Although I'm pretty sure this is just a cute girls doing cute things type of thing. Oh, it's an anime original, of course it is. Mysterious disappearances. I like mystery. I like mystery and horror. Genres mystery, supernatural. Close enough. Sumirako Ogawa is a busty bookstore clerk who wants to become a novelist after some writing success in her youth. When strange occurrences start cropping up around the city, she teams up with her flirtatious coworker, Ren Adashino, to look into them. But Ren is hiding a secret of his own. With their combined skills of occult knowledge, what will they discover as they investigate? I would watch this. I'm probably going to watch this. What are the key visuals like? Oh my god, she does have big tits. Holy fuck, those things are huge. It's kind of funny. Because yeah, she got the big booba, but her design is very normal. So that's interesting. The banished former hero lives as he pleases. I feel like I've seen multiple anime and manga with titles that are basically just the same thing with extremely small wording changes. So I think this is like the third or fourth I've seen with a title almost exactly like this, with like one word changed. Hello Dante, how are you doing today? Do you like psychological horror? I do. I love psychological horror. That is my favorite form of horror, actually. Deems it good for nothing for his low level and lack of God-given gift. Okay. Kind of weird to say. Alan is stripped of his noble status and banished from the Duchy of Westfeld. But Alan has a secret. He was a great hero in a previous life, who would have guessed? And he's thrilled for the chance to finally live the way he pleases. His drama-free existence, however, is soon interrupted by a desperate encounter with his ex-fiancée. Oh no! Not his ex. As a former hero who still possesses the incredible powers from his past life, Alan can't ignore someone in need, no matter how much he might like to. And so begins the new heroic saga our former hero never wanted. Has he considered just running away a second time? The New Gate. The New Gate is an online life or death game with tens of thousands of players. People are just willingly joining that? Okay. Thanks to Shin, the most skilled veteran player, the other players will finally be released from the game. Shin has killed the last boss and believes he is finally able to escape when he's blinded by a flash of mysterious light. He awakes to find himself in the game's world 500 years later. So begins a new chapter in the life of an unsurpassed legendary player. Is this a comedy? Oh my god, no, they're serious. They're serious, oh no. I mean, based on the visuals in the story description, this is very clearly supposed to be like a reference to Sword Art Online, right? Like, that's incredibly obvious. But this isn't a parody as far as I can tell. And this isn't a comedy. So they're just like blatantly ripping off Sword Art Online and just being like, you made this? I made this. How are you doing today, Grand Dota? Your thoughts on Silent Hill? I love Silent Hill. The games have been a little too scary for me to play, but I watch like full Let's Plays of like the first 3-4 games multiple times. I love watching people speedrun them. I watched the 2 movies that came out and loved them. I love Silent Hill. And the Silent Hill 2 remake will be the first Silent Hill game I play for myself. And I'm excited for that. Blue Archive, the animation. Blue Archive is just a gacha game. I'm not a big fan of gacha anime, unfortunately. Studio apartment, good lighting, angel included. That's a funky name. Shintaro Tokumitsu is a high schooler living all alone, but things take an unexpected turn when a girl named Toa shows up on his balcony. Not only is she incredibly pure and sweet, but there's something different about her. Something divine. Just who is Shintaro's new roommate? And what adorable hijinks lie in store? Themes, harem, mythology, comedy. Oh no, it's a harem rom-com. That's not for me. That's not for me. You earned a subscriber, you're pretty chill. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. Train to the End of the World. That's a good name. That's a good name. A certain town in the suburbs. This was not an ordinary countryside town that you could find anywhere. It wasn't? Okay. The residents were experiencing a strange phenomenon, but even so, Shizuru Chikura felt a strong desire. She wanted to see her missing friends again. Oh, okay, so maybe it wasn't a normal town. Genre. Genre adventure, not mystery. Huh. Chizuru and her friends venture out into the world outside, taking an abandoned and motionless train, not knowing if they will make it back alive. Why is this not marked as like mystery or horror? Was that a mistag? What awaits them at the last stop of this running doomsday train? What the fuck? That sounds riveting. What service is this on? Oh good, it's on Crunchyroll. Okay, that's a watch. That's a watch. The Duke of Death and His Maid Season 3. I still haven't watched Season 1. I will probably watch that eventually. I do think the manga is already ended for that. So it doesn't... If that's the end, like, of the adaptation, that's dope. That's dope. I'm doing good. How's the stream going so far? It's going good, thank you for asking. And I'm glad you're doing good. It's not exactly as exciting as my usual streams, but I wanted to do something chill because I'm kinda eepy. Kinda eepy because it's late. And I also wanted to cross this off my list because it needed to get done. Okay. My throat is getting mega dry, so I'm gonna get some more water. Just a second, okay? I promise I will not be gone long. Be right back. See, that didn't take so long. The water cooler is honestly just a few steps away. There we go. Okay. The many sides of voice actor radio. Unfortunately, from the title, I can tell this isn't really something I'd be interested in because I don't listen to like voice actor radios. But if you're into that, then I'm sure that's pretty interesting. Yuhi Yugure and Yasumi Utatane, two high school voice actresses who just happened to attend the same school, coincidentally got placed into the same class, are the two hosts of a radio weekly program. As fellow classmates and voice actresses show all the listeners their great friendship, at least on the surface. In reality, the quiet girl Chika and the Gyaru Yumiko are complete opposites. They absolutely cannot stand each other. Off air, chaos and insults erupt. On air, they're the best of friends. Just where will a tumultuous relationship lead them? Is this... Oh my god, this is girls' love. Never mind, okay, now I'm interested again. Comedy and girls' love. Okay, never mind. This is an awful title for this show because the description and the genres are so much more interesting than it sounds. And the Fable. That's an interesting key visual. Interesting artwork style. Fable is a legendary hitman who has completed numerous jobs for a variety of clients. Miyairo, after concluding his latest assignment, the number of people he has recently killed becomes too high. And Fable is ordered by his boss to lay low for a year. He suggested that having to adapt to life as an ordinary citizen might prove a valuable experience for his future work. Fable is to be accompanied by the woman who acts as his driver. The two will assume new identities as siblings. However, their boss warns them that they will both face a deadly punishment if Fable kills anyone during his time off. Thus begins Akira and Yoko Sato's joint one-year sabbatical from the underworld. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. I love Hitman anime. They're so goofy. The genre comedy. Where is this airing? What even? Disney Plus. I don't think I want to subscribe to Disney Plus. Not for this one anime. A solid bowl of eccentrics. Cute art style. Sosuke Kaburaya, an impoverished detective, meets Sara, a princess from another world with magical powers. They start living together, and Sara quickly adjusts to her life in modern Japan. Sounds too slice of lifey for me, but who knows? Maybe it's actually the funniest shit ever, and I'll regret saying that. Viral hit. Bullied by his classmate and popular YouTube streamer Paco, Yu Hobin spends his high school days suffering from humiliation and abuse. Holy shit. His troubles do not end there, though. Outside of school, Hobin slaves away at a part-time job to pay for his mother's hospital bills. One day, Hobin accidentally spills ramen on Paco's cameraman, Woo Jikse Jihyuk, tripping over a cord and disconnecting the other boy from his gaming stream. Finally fed up with his miserable lifestyle, Hobin fights back and ends up in a pathetic brawl with Jikse. The next morning, it is revealed that the camera from Jikse's stream had been recording the two boys' entire embarrassing fight. Moreover, the footage was accidentally uploaded to YouTube, gone viral overnight, earning Hobin a whooping 10 million won from viewership. Holy shit. Drawn to the money YouTube streaming can offer him and his mother, Hobin works together with unlikely ally Jikse to produce more videos of him fighting and see how far YouTube streaming can take them. Well, that's kind of dark. Taking on bullies like Paco and other seemingly unsurpassable opponents, Hobin will either rise to the top of the streaming world or finally meet a foe he cannot outsmart. That's concerning. So this seems to be like an anime of a webtoon, like a Korean webtoon. And I have to say there hasn't exactly been a good track record for webtoon adaptations, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe that one's okay. It does have 6.9 stars, so to that I say nice. Girls band cry. The main character drops out of high school in her second year and aims at entering a university while working alone in Tokyo. Hello Jane, how are you doing tonight? A girl is betrayed by her friends, does not know what to do. Another girl is abandoned by her parents and tries to survive in the city by doing part-time jobs. This world lets us down all the time. Nothing goes as planned, but we want something that we can continue to like. We believe there is a place where we belong. That is why we sing. This just kind of seems like a generic girl band type of anime, despite that description, so I think that's a pass. Vampire Dormitory. Mito Yamamoto is a beautiful man, so much so that women swarm the restaurant he works at daily. How are you? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. What about you? When the restaurant owner decides that he has had enough, he fires Mito, leaving him unemployed and with no place to call home. Hello, perfect fan. How are you doing today? What's the stream so far? The fucking react icon is blocking the last word of your message, so I can't see it yet. Soon after Mito happens upon a cafe. What's the TLDR of the stream so far? It's kind of just like, would I watch this? Would I not watch this? Maybe making a few offhand jokes. It's just like the spring 2024 anime season. I'm not doing good. I'm sorry to hear that, Jane. I hope your tomorrow is much better than today was. Soon after, Mito happens upon a cafe and receives a cut on the hand from broken glass. A strange man named Ruka Saotome takes Mito aside to presumably tend to the injury, but instead he licks away Mito's blood, remarking that it tastes disgusting before asking Mito to live. Is this comedy? No, this is not comedy. Someone stole my cookie? I recommend punching them and stealing the cookie back. Sorry, that's not stealing, that's just taking back what's rightfully yours. Later that night, Mito accidentally slips off the roof of a building and is caught by Ruka, who reveals himself to be a vamp. What a shock! Just got back from a party. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. Was the party fun? Did you have a blast? Did you do any shots? I could use a can of twisted tea. I haven't had one of those in a while. Ruka explains that a man's blood tastes disgusting. The blood of someone unloved has an even worse flavor. However, Ruka cannot drink from girls, so he has been looking for a beautiful boy to become his thrall. Okay. He proposes that Mito fill this role and that he allow Ruka's affections to ripen his blood. Is this... So, interestingly, this is not marked... This is not marked as boys' love, so I'm just very confused right now. Oh, that's because I didn't... No, that's because I didn't finish reading the description. Okay. He proposes that Mito fill this role and that he allows Ruka's affections to ripen his blood. Mito accepts and begins living with Ruka in the Hishirigaoka Boys Academy dormitory. However, there is just one problem in all this. Mito is actually a girl. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's more clear in the key visuals. Yeah. Okay, that's weird. You know what? This might be my seasonal trash. I haven't watched a trashy anime in a while, so maybe I can change that or fix that, and I can watch Vampire Dormitory because that looks awful. I'm drinking a twisted tea for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Woman jump scare. Yeah. What the fuck? The author was a coward. They couldn't fully commit to the bit. One of my friends slipped down the stairs and he said he was okay. That's concerning. That's concerning. Don't always take people at their word when it looks like they hurt themselves and they say, I'm fine. Maybe it's the adrenaline. Might just be the adrenaline dulling the pain. Tadaima Okaeri. Masaki Fujiyoshi is a stay-at-home spouse and parent. He's fought long and hard with feelings of being a burden to his loving husband, Hiromu, due to his status as an... Oh my god, this is no Megaverse. This is no Megaverse anime. What the fuck? Due to his status as an Omega, a secondary gender allowing one to give birth regardless of if they are male or female, and the difficulty they face to achieve this domesticity. When their son Hikari was born, the family moved to an area better suited for raising children. So this is a boys love anime, but it's no Megaverse boys love anime. I have to say I've never been particularly intrigued by Omegaverse, and that really caught me off guard. I always thought Omegaverse was kind of like a Western concept, so I'm very surprised. Omegaverse is officially licensed now? Apparently. This one's called Tadaima Okaeri. Do you watch, like comedy anime? Yes, I love comedy anime. I love comedy anime. This is apparently from Studio Dean, so that's surprising. So yeah, if anyone wants to watch an Omegaverse boys love anime, apparently that's the thing now. That's so niche. That's so niche. Apparently there's also like an Omegaverse Yuri visual novel. So that's kind of wild. Astronaut. Takumi, a gifted chef, was just let go from his job. He lands a gig at an old boarding house called Astrosome, but hesitates to accept after learning he must also live there full-time. That is until he meets the beautiful and charming caretaker, Mira, and he is sold. Of course. Of course he is. Hello, Alexis. How are you doing tonight? The two begin to work together, and their connection deepens. But Mira has a secret. She is not from this world. Okay. This is just kind of making me think of an anime I watched a few seasons ago that disappointed me. It's like a galaxy something away. It was kind of like a similar concept. It fell off really fast, unfortunately. That was an anime original though, I think. I'm fine, how are you? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing fine. Oblivion Battery. I'm not even gonna bother with this one because it looks like baseball or something. I do not watch sports anime. I don't know shit about sports IRL. It took me a long time to learn just a little bit about racing, because my husband is really into like racing. And I had to keep asking him very stupid questions and stuff. And it doesn't help that I've never been like a car person. I don't drive. I don't know much about cars. So learning what I know now about it was an actual struggle. Like, I actually think it's interesting now. But I just don't know shit about sports, even things like that. It took me a while. Story time. A beautiful woman having holes in her jacket looks aesthetic as ever, like when you throw a basketball trick shot. That sounds painful. Fun story about that. When I was in high school, they were like playing basketball. No, it was volleyball. And then there was the ball coming towards me, and I look up and I stared at it, and it hit me in the fucking face. Yatsugadu, the raven does not choose its master. The story is set in an alternate world called Yamauchi, ruled by the Yatsugadu clan, who are able to transform between human and crow forms. Yukiya, a beautiful and eccentric Yatsugadu boy, is chosen to serve the young prince. While encountering various events in the conspiracy-filled imperial court, he forms a strange master-servant relationship with the young prince. Is this boys' love? Nope. This is not boys' love. Looking at the key visuals, maybe that's for the best. If this is just historical drama, though, that does sound interesting, and I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. Where was I? Sonari no Yokai-san. No English title? Okay. Our cat might be turning into a nekomata. A rural town where yokai, people and gods, live normal everyday lives mixed with a bit of warmth and occasional mystery. One summer, the 20-year-old cat, Buchio, suddenly evolves into a nekomata. Questioning the reason for his evolution, he sets out to learn more about transformation, together with the transforming Kitsune Yuri. Transforming Kitsune Yuri? Am I in this show? Are you into BL? I like shoujoi, but BL kind of skipped me. There's... I have, like, pairings for all different kinds of relationships, but I've never, like, found, like, a BL that I enjoyed for me specifically. But, like, my main pairing in, like, Tales of Zestiria is the boys together. So I have lots of, like, MM pairings, but I don't like seek out BL content because it's usually like specifically like BL content that is BL content is just not written in a way that interests me. Yeah, I've just never found one that particularly grabbed my attention. And honestly, it's kind of the same issue with a lot of shoujoi, because a lot of it's like school setting. And that just does not really interest me. Like, that's any kind of fictionals, like games, anime, manga. If it's set in school, it's really difficult for me to get into it. Persona, I love Persona, but I am tolerating so much. Muchan spies on the crow Tengu Tito as he performs his Tengu duties and begins to see Tito in a new light. At the same time, rumors of an unfortunate Nue begin to spread. I feel like the description is a bit all over the place. I'm not sure I'm feeling that. Is this a show or a movie? No, this is a show. Okay. Key visual almost looks like a movie, though. High-speed Etoile. High-speed star. Ooh. The car I'm not so interested in, but anime girls and the racing suits, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. The near future next generation racing event called Next Race is announced. Wow, very creative. Changing the world of racing. I'm sure. New technology has been made racing at over 500 kilometers an hour. Holy shit. They're zooming. Oh, a Token Nambu anime. Isn't that kind of dead in the West? That's awkward. Oh, it's not being released on Crunchyroll or anything. Persona with an adult cast would be fun, but I feel like the high school setting is part of its identity now. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the closest to moving away from that we're gonna get is like that one spin-off game that the studio is making. I don't remember what it's called, but it doesn't have Persona in the name. It just uses all the systems in a fantasy setting. It has a really funky name. And honestly, it looks really good. But I think that's about as close as we're gonna get to not high school. But I'll take what I can get. Idol Master's Shiny Colors. I'm always surprised that actually gets translated. Oi Tombo. That looks like a sports anime. Is this a sports anime? That is a golf anime. I don't think it's held back by the high school setting. I don't know if it's like... It's hard to compile my feelings about Persona. I think they do well with what they make of it. But there's still much to be desired. I need a fan, it's getting hot in here. I recommend opening a window if you don't have a fan. That usually helps. That, a bike racing anime. Needs a own animation too. Himitsu no Aipri. New pretty serious anime. You know, I've kind of always wanted to get into like pedicure and stuff like that. But there's like a high barrier to entry now. And not much of it is like officially translated. I don't know. I'm probably just never gonna get around to that. Shadowverse Flame Art Ken. I guess there's an ongoing Shadowverse anime. So this is really random, but I want some pizza. You talking about Shin Megami Tensei? That's not a spin-off. No. No, I'm not. I'm not talking about Shin Megami Tensei. I'm talking about... it's by like the same... So... I think Persona got a new development team, and the original development team split off to make a different game, and it is in a high fantasy setting, like D&D inspired setting. That's what I'm talking about. And it has like the social links and the Persona system from Persona, but it's not called Persona. I just don't remember the name. They haven't been doing a great job advertising it, so if you didn't hear of it, it's because they're not doing great with that. What's your favorite anime? From the past few years, it's definitely Frieren and the Apothecary Diaries. Overall, I would say Madoka is pretty high up there. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I enjoy a lot of shows to varying extents. Shibuya Hachi. In the anime, Hachi has been watching over the city as a symbol of Shibuya Station's loyal dog Hachiko statue. Hachi begins to move in a present-day Shibuya, spending a relaxed and fun daily life with its fearful friends. That sounds cute, and I do like cute anime sometimes, but I need some full-length shows. TV continuing. Oh, it's just whole ass. Ooh, more episodes of Dungeon Meshi. We just started that like yesterday or the day before. If you're talking about... No, it's not Soul Hackers. Okay, just give me a moment and I'll remember what it's called. Persona Team Game Fantasy. Let's see. Yeah, Metaphor Refantasio. I'll put the name in chat in case you haven't heard of it, because you wouldn't be able to guess how it's spelt. Metaphor Refantasio. I watched some Yuri comedy. Like, there's like a subgenre of Yuri that's just comedy. I can't think of any anime like that personally. What's on Solo Leveling? I haven't seen it. But hello Takashi, how are you doing today? I've heard people say good things about the first parts of Solo Leveling, but then I heard that it dropped off hard, so I've just been trying to avoid that because I don't want to be disappointed. Ooh. Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy Season 2. I watched Season 1 and I enjoyed the fuck out of that. Urusei Yatsura 2022's second season. I still haven't watched the first season. Oh, it's on High Dive, that's why. But I do want to watch that. I am a huge fan of Rumiko Takahashi. I love Inuyasha, and I've tried to get into like her older series as well, and the Viz app does have them. But I haven't had time to read in forever, so I canceled my subscription. I'll go back to that at some point. Holy shit, there's a new season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Okay, what is this? After inheriting the company from their parents, siblings Yuhi and Yuamu Odo have started to work at Ultra-Terrestrial Trouble Solutions. What a name. Well, I guess, I mean, it's probably a good thing the abbreviation for that didn't end up being UTI. An organization that hunts aliens. Okay, so there's aliens in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. Good to know. Although they have never encountered aliens before, Yuhi is desperate to meet one, as he believes that an alien has stolen his important item called the Earth Dammer. That's a concerning name. One day, while searching for extraterrestrial creatures, Yuhi and Yuamu find a strange spot in the forest where many trees have fallen, forming scenery similar to a crop circle. Oh my god, aliens! Aliens are real. As they venture further, they discover a mysterious spaceship and enter it out of curiosity, as one does. To their surprise, they come across Udius Velgear, an alien from the Velgear star cluster. Oh no. Don't talk to the aliens. As it turns out, Udius is looking to learn about Rush Duel, a card game popular among elementary school students. Oh no. As he believes that it will save his home from a long war. It will? That sounds fucking wild. The siblings agreeing to teach Udius about Rush Duel, they eventually realize that their first contact with an alien may not be a random coincidence. I mean, yeah, he literally just wanted to talk to some kids about this card game. You are the kids he will talk to about the card game. Solo leveling comic was fun junk food, but I don't think it translates well to anime unless the animation budget and talent is insane. There's also that webtoon adaptations as anime don't have a fantastic track record as of right now. There was one, Tower of God. I watched Tower of God, and it was alright, but after seeing some comparisons to the webtoon, and there was the other one, God of High School or whatever, and apparently that was a pretty shit adaptation. I think the Noblesse adaptation was also not very good. It wasn't a webtoon, but I remember a couple years ago there was also like, I think it was like a Vietnamese webtoon type of thing about vampires and stuck in like this high school type of maze thing. It was weird. And apparently that was a pretty shit adaptation too. Although it had a really good song that I still listen to. Ah, shoot. Quiet Squall. Quiet Squall. You can find it on YouTube. It's a really good song. Goes like hush the lies outside your eyes. I don't remember the words, but it's like that. It's a good song. I don't know how many Quiet Squalls there are, and I can't remember the artist. So if it sounds like that, that's the one I meant. Story time. A man being chased by a demon because he's always walking at 3 a.m. and the guy was trapped in a dead end. The demon asked him, just trying to ask where the bathroom is. Well, that's awkward. Here's what I recommend. If it's 3 a.m., you can just pull your pants down and piss or shit right there. No one will see. Pro life tip. Hello, Aquamarine. How are you doing today? Sweet Home was also horribly adapted, but that's the live action show. I haven't heard of that one, so I can't comment. I'm half Vietnamese, half Thai, half Korean, so you're like a quarter of those things. But that is really interesting. I bet your family makes like the best food. Those are like some of my most favorite cuisines. Where was I? Again, Pretty Cure. I I always wanted to get into that, but I just could not. But I love the magical girl genre. Have you seen Hellsing OVA? I saw one Hellsing anime, but I don't remember which one. But I did enjoy the fuck out of it. Sarah's Victoria, very hot. 10 out of 10. Would smooch. Yeah, most of these anime just look like silly little things. ONA. What's the difference between ONA and OVA? I don't know what that means. Oh god, Bucky. The fucking art style for Bucky scares the shit out of me. Grimm Variations. Oh, Grimm's Fairy Tales. That's interesting. That's interesting. Holy shit, they're still making Saint Seiya / Knights of the Zodiac. That's wild. Wait, that looks creepy. Is this 3D? Oh no, that's 3D. Like really bad looking 3D. Oh, they're bastardizing the shit out of that. What even are OVAs? Original video animation. And the implication there is that they are like straight to VHS, straight to DVD, straight to Blu-ray type of things, I think. Like they don't air on TV or anything like that. So it's usually not like a full season. It's maybe a few episodes that are roughly the length of like a movie or something, like a short movie kind of thing. I'm assuming an ONA is some sort of newer adaptation of an OVA, but I don't know what that stands for. Oh, there was a Genshin one. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but apparently it came out on the 17th. I don't play Genshin though. I've tried to get into it several times and it's just I can't. The controls mess with my mind. I see that there's a lot more like Chinese web anime here. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Japanese productions of like Chinese media tend not to pan out well, so it's probably for the best that they start doing more things locally within China for higher production quality. I don't know if it's similar to like the webtoon productions where there's just some sort of like drop in the communications and it negatively affects the quality. But yeah, and I know Korea's trying to do more of their own adaptations as well. And their own animation style, which I think is very interesting. Starting to get a little dry. I'm gonna lotion them. Hello, Aaron Scott. How are you doing tonight? Saint Seiya is being single-handedly being carried by South America. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, Miko / 8 Raiden. So true. So true. May has a girl in every world, and I'm always happy for her. Aren't Chinese working conditions notoriously bad? Not for everything. Like factory work, absolutely. Animators, I don't really know about that. I know like MiHoYo and maybe the Azure Lane studio have their own animation studios. Don't quote me on the second one, but I know MiHoYo does. And MiHoYo treats their employees very well as far as I'm aware. Are there probably poor work conditions in some animation studios? Maybe. But I wouldn't just assume it's bad everywhere. I mean, the working conditions, even in Japan, for animators is very dire. Like, extremely dire. Like, the working conditions are absolutely insane. There are some good studios, and then there are other ones that just work their employees like slaves. There's, it's pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. Animators definitely have it rough, unless you're with one of the best known studios. Doing good, how about you? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. About Angel of Death. I started that, but then I remembered I have the RPG Maker game, so I stopped watching it because I would rather play the RPG Maker game. What were we talking about? We are talking about Spring 2024 anime. They do, but here is how they, to my understanding, get around the labor laws. Most of the people who are like doing like keyframes or in between frames are not actually employees. They are contractors. They are freelance contractors. And the studios in Japan can also like subcontract to other countries, so they can get around labor laws. That's kind of a loophole, a very global loophole as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Contractors have it rough. Contractors have it very rough. Bocchi the Rock the movie. Oh, this one's not even out. Okay, this is the movie section. That comes out on June 7th. Okay, so we have time to catch up with the anime and then watch the movie. Oh, never mind. Theatrical compilation. Aw. Okay, that's lame. That's lame. When you can't shit on the toilet because someone is inside, just shit in the backyard to let your neighbors watch you like you're a cat or dog. So true, especially if it's 3 a.m. Especially if it's 3 a.m. I'm just kidding. No, you're not. It's 3 a.m. No one can see you anyways. We've already established this. Look back. So the animation for this one looks absolutely insane. It looks so nice. What is this actually about? Is this the season that just started or the one that just started? Just started. I'm looking for things to watch. Fourth grader Ayumu Fujino regularly draws 4-panel manga for her school newspaper and is lauded as having the best artwork in her class. One day, she is asked by her teacher to turn over one of her manga slots in the school newspaper to a truant student named Kyomoto. When Kyomoto's manga pops up alongside Fujino's, it receives high praises for its detailed artwork, making Fujino furiously jealous. Understandable, bestie. Refusing to be beaten by someone who barely attends school, Fujino devotes herself to learning to create manga. As time goes on, though, her goal of outshining Kyomoto seems to only get further and further away. And Fujino, now in 6th grade, eventually gives up and quits making manga. Graduation day arrives, and Fujino is asked to deliver Kyomoto's graduation certificate to her. Through chance, the two end up coming face to face, and their unexpected meeting will end up having consequences far beyond what either of them could ever predict. So this is romance, isn't it? Genre? Drama. Okay, maybe not. But probably. This might be off topic, but there's an anime movie which has characters from Lucky Hanma and Kengen Ashura going head to head in a fight that's gonna come out on my birthday. That's probably on topic. It's probably on this list because I'm looking at movies right now. What's it called? Oh my god, there's a new Code Geass movie. That's wild. That's wild. I thought they were done with that. Code Geass, Dakan no Rose. Absolutely no information. I have no idea who these characters and the key visual are. They do not look familiar to me. Hi, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing today? I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Just celebrated turning 18 a few days ago. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good birthday. Is this by Tatsuki Fujimoto, I think? Let's see. Let's see. I wish there was an easier way to say look back. Look back. Manga. Yep, Tatsuki Fujimoto. DxD Lady vs. Butlers. Oh, those aren't new animes, are they? How are you doing tonight, the new not host? You know... No. I was gonna say I watched Lady vs. Butlers, but that's not true. What I watched was Hana Ukiyo Maids or something like that. Which is a not all that similar name. I don't know. That was a long time ago, though. It's crazy how Code Geass is still making filler after the anime ended. And it's wild that there was never, like, just a source. They just kind of made it up and then hired Clamp to do the designs, and then they were just like, "Oh yeah, we popping this shit out." Trapezium sounds like it's about whatchamacallit. Never mind, no, it's not. The embarrassing thing is when you shit on your pants in public. that is pretty awkward because then it sounds like you removed your pants just to poop on them. It's called Bolive Kengan Ashura. Now when we say Kengan Ashura, we're talking about that one video game. The novel depicts the 10 years of a girl who aims to be an idol. Yu Azuma, a high school girl, aims to be an idol. Very descriptive. To achieve her dream, she sets 4 rules for herself. She will not be active on social media. She will not have a boyfriend. She will not stand out in school. And she will make friends with beautiful girls from the north, south, east, and west. Is this girl's love? Probably not. Nope. Okay. It's kind of a mundane description. Uma Musume is getting a movie, hell yeah. My Oni Girl. Kitamo Kirai na Amanozaku tells the story of Hiragi Yatsuse, a first-year high school student who struggles to make friends despite his efforts to please others. His life takes an unexpected turn when one summer day he meets Tsumugi, an Oni girl, on a quest to find her mother in the human world. Snow mysteriously begins to fall, and their adventure begins. Actually, that looks pretty cute. I think I'd like watching that with my husband. Of course, there's a Detective Conan movie. Kurameru Kagari. This is a story that weaves together people in a town. A coal mining town crowded with small-scale excavators, commonly known as the Hakoniwa. In this town that changes daily like a labyrinth, there's a girl named Kagari who runs a map-making business, and a boy named Yuya who dreams of breaking free from the Hakoniwa. Eventually, the two, along with the unique residents of the town, find themselves confronting a conspiracy that shakes the entire town. What's the conspiracy? The fate of the Hakoniwa depends on Kagari's drawings on the map. What's the conspiracy? Omuroke, dear friends. Oh. It's a spin-off. Ura Yukaba. Business is slow for the Otsuji Detective Agency. Totoro and his juvenile sidekick Saki will take any job that comes along, even one that sounds like a lot more risk than it's worth. It's festival season in the city, but away from the public eye, a wave of mysterious disappearances has occurred. A newspaperman hires Totoro to investigate, suggesting that answers might lie somewhere in the dark. The notorious. Okay, so when it says the dark, it's capitalizing it like that's the name of a place. The notorious anarchic maze that's in the city's physical, social, and moral underground. Totoro subcontracts the gig to Saki, but soon enough regrets it when the kid also goes missing. Damn, her guardians are gonna sue the shit out of him. Now Totoro is obligated to venture into the dark himself. Oh my god, he set the kid in alone and confront its dubious subterranean denizens, including the malicious Laughing Masks gang and the renegade police squad piloting the fearsome Demon 463 armored train. So he sent a kid into this place that's super fucking dangerous, and he was just like, "Good luck, bitch. hope you come back for lunch, but if not, oh." That's concerning. This guy does not sound like a good boss. No Yellow. Great performance. Doesn't sound special. Nothing there for me. Okay. Impressively, oh my god. So I opened my email, and so earlier we were talking about an anime called Kaiju Number 8, and in my email from after I started stream, possibly after I mentioned Kaiju Number 8, I got an email from Shonen Jump saying free Kaiju Number 8 chapters. What the fuck? I guess they're listening. That's pretty spooky. One time when I was in the mall with my friend and my hair was like a Korean boy style, and a girl that I don't know came up to me, kissed me, and she thought I was a boy. That's pretty... Shouldn't kiss people without their consent. That's kind of messed up. Alright. It is late. I am tired. I have accomplished my goal. Therefore, we will end the stream here, and we will be back tomorrow, okay? If you're tired, go get some sleep. I certainly will be once my husband is done with his race thingy. If you're thirsty, go get something to drink. I'm gonna chug the rest of this water. And if you're hungry, go get something to eat. It's too late for me to eat, but I wish I could eat a bunch more of those shumai from earlier. They were delicious. But I'm excited for barbecue. I gotta go to work. What a drag. Is there any other platforms I can follow you on? Social links are in the stream link description. Like if you just click like expand more, my socials are in there. Sleep well. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Good night.